Episode 1 starts with JJ holding her school shirt, thinking about how much has changed since she wore it. Her mind replays that New Year's Eve kiss with Kiefer. She remembers saying yes to Yuri and now questions that kiss. But she vows to forget Kiefer and focus on Yuri now. Downstairs, Yuri waits to walk to school with her. Soon, Aries appears, telling her not to go with him. JJ, however, insists she needs to talk to him. In the car, she nearly confesses, but Yuri says he already knows about Kiefer. He also promises to wait for her as long as needed. They agree to keep their engagement a secret to avoid class chaos. So, JJ hides the ring inside the pendant and puts it on. Yuri kisses her forehead, leaving her flustered as she gets out of the car. Inside the school, Kiefer grabs JJ for a kiss at the class gate. She tells him to stop the flirting because she refuses to betray Yuri. Kiefer fires back that they are not officially together, then leans in and declares, "You're mine." They kiss briefly before a memory of Yuri pulls her away. She runs into class and finds the usual commotion. Meanwhile, Cian is missing and won't pick up anyone's calls. Soon, the professor announces a pre-graduation retreat and says post-finals will decide who passes. Failure means no graduation, but Yuri promises to back JJ. During lunch, Kiefer teases her about their kiss, so she walks off. On the rooftop, she tries calling Cian, but he doesn't pick up. There, Edric shows up and admits his one-sided feelings for Freya. Later at home, JJ finds Cian there. He says his brother locked him out and plans to send him to London, calling him wasted potential. So, after Angelo agreed, Cian chose to stay at JJ's place. By morning, Cian is tense and tells her Aries claims she's leaving Section E. On the rooftop, JJ gives Kiefer a hot pat. There, he confesses his feelings for her. But flashes of their kiss and engagement with Yuri from Ang Mutya NG Section E Season 1 haunt her. She wakes, realizing it was a dream after dozing off earlier. A note from Cian says he tried waking her, so he left for school. Getting ready, she meets Rory midway. Rory pulls JJ close, warning that someone is following them. Ram's gang appears, accuses her of being Kiefer's girlfriend, and attacks Rory. Kiefer and Yuri wait for JJ, but soon find out she's in the hospital. Rory, lying on a bed, says JJ left crying and traumatized a while earlier. Rory explains that now many people want JJ once Ram's gang weekend. David appears, having helped earlier, and brings Rory coffee. Kiefer snaps at David, telling him not to play hero next time. David steps aside and makes a call, hinting he's working with someone. Kiefer finds JJ crying alone and consoles her. She admits this time she didn't hurt anyone, despite seeing blood. Kiefer promises they will find out why. He wraps her in his arms while the whole hospital looks. Ang Mutya NG Section E Book 2. The dark side ends with Yuri also watching them and giving a jealous look. Episode 2 starts with JJ learning self-defense from the Section E boys after the incident with Rory. The lesson shifts once Kiefer and Yuri walk in and display their own skills. JJ tries a move on Kiefer and steps on his arms by accident. They stand close as he guides her. She then strikes back with a hit, earning cheers from the group. After class, she walks with Cian. JJ is uneasy about the growing strain between Yuri and Kiefer. During the conversation, Cian explains that he once felt betrayed because Ayla hurt him, and Rakki did nothing. When she asks why he never acted, Cian says Kiefer liked Ayla at the time. Later in another class, JJ and Mayo argue over the word parkour. Their chatter grows louder until Kiefer steps in and stops them. JJ keeps speaking and uses obscene language. Kiefer reacts with a sudden kiss, following his rule about profanity that he made in Ang Mutya NG Section E. Yuri witnesses it and grows visibly jealous. During an assignment about Pandora, JJ keeps asking Yuri questions. He gives short replies, so they start writing notes on scraps from their essay sheet. Yuri still stays distant. She loses patience, and the teacher sends her out. Yuri later follows her and apologizes. Yuri says that he felt jealous after seeing Kiefer kiss her. He confesses his feelings while crying. JJ hugs him to console. Before leaving, Yuri touches his lips to her cheek and walks away. As JJ exits, Kiefer pulls her aside and warns her. Possessive, he tells her not to let Yuri repeat that gesture. At home, she thinks about Kiefer's behavior. Sian tells her that Kiefer has lost control many times before. He mentions a moment when Kiefer repeatedly punched Yuri during a fight. He says Yuri avoids confrontation and often stays close to Kiefer out of fear. While Sian steps into the washroom, JJ checks his laptop and finds a video. It shows Kiefer and Yuri beating Kiko for crossing a line involving her in Ang Mutya NG Section E. She gets upset and demands the hospital address from Sian. The next day, she visits Kiko. There, Kiko apologizes for his past actions, which JJ accepts. She ignores Kiefer's calls. Kiko says he and Freya ended their relationship. He explains that she changed after her boyfriend passed and became involved with Kiefer, Yuri, and Aries. This information leaves JJ curious. When she returns to school, Yuri and Kiefer ask about her whereabouts, but she avoids answering. Outside, she and Sian see Josh feeding a cat. Josh asks JJ to keep Kit and Mayo's kiss a secret from Kiefer. He fears Kiefer will react harshly and says he only wants his friends to be safe. The cat then bites Sian. Back in class, JJ comforts him. Yuri arrives and comments on how close Sian is getting to her. JJ walks away and finds Kit standing alone. Kit explains his situation and says he feels stuck between family issues and his own emotions. He jokes about kissing her and leans in. However, Mayo shows up and misunderstands. He thinks JJ allowed it. Mayo accuses her and compares her to Ella. To stop Mayo, JJ punches him. Later, she sits with Edrix, who mentions that Freya is dating someone new. Mayo approaches again and apologizes for his earlier comments, and she forgives him. The trio begins talking about love, and Mayo states that choosing between Yuri and Kiefer is simple. Mayo finds Yuri easier to trust, while he feels Kiefer becomes selfish around girls. He adds that Ella once wanted Yuri, but Kiefer stepped in and took her. The Ang Mutya NG Section E Book 2, The Dark Side episode closes with Yuri and Kiefer entering the chat. JJ looks at both of them as Sian and Mayo's remarks echo in her mind. The episode starts with the students returning to class and JJ overthinking about whom to choose. She likes Kiefer, but cannot afford to hurt Yuri, too. She's engaged to Hanamichi, and breaking things off at this moment could cost Angelo his business, and while she's into her thoughts, the professor asks JJ to answer the questions. And since she was busy with the most difficult question, she couldn't answer in class. After class, both Kiefer and Yuri ask JJ if she has plans for the weekend. Sian insists that JJ buy him some Yogurino. Initially, she refuses, but Sian's emotional blackmail works. JJ decides to buy him the dessert, and while she's waiting for her order at the shop, she meets David. JJ also enjoys her favorite flavor while talking to David. Since Kiefer has been messaging her, David asks if she's dating him. This shocks her, and JJ accidentally spits her dessert on David's shirt. She helps him clean it. David sees the ring in her necklace. She tells David that it has been given to her, and she cannot wear it right now. JJ then asks David about the necklace from season 1 and she finally learns that it was sent by Percy. JJ gets curious and asks more about Percy, but David only gives her limited information. He reveals that Percy contacts him only when he wants, and no one knows about it, except JJ now. JJ goes shopping with Iman. Kiefer knew about her plans, so she showed up and teased JJ. He noticed her buying a lollipop, which is Kiefer's favorite, and when he questions her, JJ brushes off his concern and takes the sweets for everyone. However, Kiefer then mentions that it's a waste to buy him lollipops as he craves something else now. JJ starts blushing when Kiefer says that the sweet is none other than her lips. Later, he takes her to his house, where other boys, including the group's tech guy, Erix, is also present. When JJ reaches Kiefer's house, the boys help her find out a little information about her father. Edrix was able to get some pictures, and the biggest question arises when she sees Percy with her father. The episode 3 also reveals the deal between David and Percy. The reason why David is helping Percy is that his girlfriend is seriously ill and only Percy could find her a doctor who agreed to treat her. So, while Percy ensures the girl's treatment, David is helping him share what's happening with JJ and the boys. Before hanging up, Percy also told David not to fall in love with JJ. And his expression suggested that David is now confused. Later, Yuri picks up JJ from her house. He takes her to the church, and then the two enjoy cooking at his home. Yuri also showed pictures from the past, including the Section E boys' last picture with Percy. They open up to each other about their struggles and JJ also mentions her fear of blood. Yuri consoles her and motivates JJ to stay positive about herself. He then once again confesses his love, claiming that he can wait for her. And just like before, Yuri kisses JJ on her cheeks. This leaves her a little uncomfortable, but JJ cannot express it due to the engagement. After Yuri drops JJ home, Kiefer pulls her inside his car and takes her to a quiet place. He questions what she did with Yuri today, and forces JJ to reveal everything, including the kiss. Kiefer is deeply hurt and asks if she likes Yuri. JJ, frustrated and confused too, agrees that she likes Yuri. But Kiefer proves that JJ was lying as she responded to his New Year's Eve kiss and even agreed to accompany him today. Kiefer couldn't control himself and broke down, expressing how he has never been anyone's priority. Even the Section E boys mentioned that Yuri must be saved first from the accident, just because he is weak and nobody really cares about Kiefer, who has grown up without a mother and even raised his brothers on his own. He has the cruelest father, who doesn't love him, and after experiencing all of this, Kiefer pleads with JJ not to behave like everyone else. His emotional breakdown melts JJ and helps her realize her feelings. She finally says, "I love you too, Kiefer," and hugs him tightly. Episode 4 of Mutya NG Section E Book 2. The Dark Side opens with JJ's growing connection with Kiefer. Later that night, they talk quietly, and meanwhile, Cian overhears everything nearby. Because of that, Cian later jokes about it, keeping things playful. The next morning at school, Yuri arrives carrying food for everyone. When JJ asks about Kiefer, Yuri explains that his father came home. Therefore, Kiefer did not attend classes. As days slowly pass, his absence starts worrying JJ. Eventually, Kiefer calls her, assuring her he is okay. He also mentions family troubles. Soon after, a flashback from 3 days earlier appears when Kiefer's father shows up unexpectedly. At that point, Kiefer reassures his siblings and promises protection. After that, he contacts Mr. Ryder for legal guidance. The following day, while Cian, JJ, and Aries walk to school, a black car stops suddenly with Ayla and Felix inside. Then, without warning, they are taken elsewhere. The car drops them off at Kiefer's father's house for lunch. Meanwhile, other Section E students are already present. Shortly later, Yuri and Kiefer arrive too. Once together, Kiefer quietly asks JJ to cooperate. He reveals Karen is his father's focus since he was kidnapped before. As lunch continues, tension slowly rises. At the table, Kiefer's father Kaiser questions JJ directly. When she talks about her parents, he recognizes her background, responding with insults. This instantly angers Kiefer, and he crushes the glass in his hand. Soon after, Kaiser demands that Kiefer sign the inheritance papers. Kiefer refuses and says the money belonged to his mother. Guards try to stop him, leading to a fight. Meanwhile, classmates are dragged out and ordered to kneel. Kiefer refuses again. As a result, Kaiser orders the guards to beat him. When Kiefer still resists, JJ steps forward, begging him not to sign. Shockingly, she dares Kaiser's hitman to shoot her instead. She says her death would expose a Watson. Hearing this, the father backs off, admitting he misjudged them. Then he ends the gathering. Later, Kiefer snaps at JJ while leaving. He warns that the hitman could have killed her. That night, Kiefer messages Cian, saying he is downstairs and wants to speak with JJ. When she meets him in the car, Kiefer apologizes for his earlier anger. Then he opens up about his past, explaining his father's constant abuse. He also reveals that his mother was killed by Kaiser, too. He credits Angelo for giving him strength. Hearing this, JJ starts crying. Kiefer gently comforts her. However, as she heads back inside, Aries notices her. He questions her about Kiefer, warning that Kiefer is using her. He claims Kiefer said the same things to Ayla. Broken by this, JJ cries again. The episode opens with Kiefer and JJ on a call. Kiefer asks if there's anything bothering her, to which JJ doesn't exactly reveal what Aries told her, and only mentions that he scolded her. Kiefer then confesses his love once again, but JJ cuts him off and asks if he can change his romantic line. This is when one of the iconic moments comes as Kiefer says, "I love you until scientists find the end of the universe." When JJ is about to say the same words, Cian overhears and teases JJ. The two had a playful clash as Cian is also going to move to his new house. JJ visits Yuri at his home. She tells him about her relationship with Kiefer, which frustrates him. Yuri then reveals that he knew all of this from the start. He even knows what happened on New Year's Eve. He will let JJ continue her relationship until the wedding day, and mentions that if she backs off, he will destroy Angelo's business. JJ tries to explain that he will end up hurt, but Yuri doesn't care. All he wants is to claim JJ in the end and not let history repeat. Yuri also calls JJ another Ayla, which further hurts her. JJ shares this with Kiefer, to which she says that they have enough time to stop the wedding. JJ feels a little relaxed, but she doesn't know that a shocker is on the way. Later in the episode, the students are back at school, but Yuri doesn't show up. His absence gives JJ and Kiefer enough time together, and during this time, he also teases JJ, calling her Mrs. Watson, and later reminds her of profanity. During lunch break, Kiefer kisses JJ in front of the entire class. When she goes upstairs, Kit, Mayo, and others warn JJ about choosing Kiefer over Yuri. This means that some boys are disappointed as they're on Yuri's side. At the same time, Aries has been hospitalized. He has lung issues, and when Cian's bag fell on him, he was hospitalized. JJ is worried as she is unaware of Aries' health issues and shares this with Kiefer. She's also concerned about Percy, who talked to Kiefer on a call and mentioned taking away JJ. The honeybee rider, a key figure in Book 2. She's with Kiefer at the same restaurant where JJ meets Yuri's parents and is shocked to learn that they're postponing the wedding date to her birthday. JJ is visibly uncomfortable, and Yuri asks her not to behave this way, at least in front of his parents. Angelo is also with them, and Yuri's parents later introduce Angelo to some investors. JJ meets Kagan at the restaurant where he's celebrating his girlfriend's birthday. Kiefer is also there and Yuri's parents invited them all to their table. While the elders are away, JJ notices Honeybee Rider flirting with Kiefer. They call out each other and JJ even calls her ugly. When Honeybee goes to the bathroom, JJ punches her for comparing JJ to her mother. When Kiefer meets JJ the next day, he asks if she's jealous. Kiefer softly says, "I'm yours," and even kisses JJ as the Section E boys count to 3. However, it looks like not every boy in the class is happy to see JJ sidelining Yuri. By the end of the episode, JJ is called to the guidance office, where the advisor tells her that her record from the previous school hasn't been signed. JJ must get them signed at the earliest to graduate. The HVIS retreat is in 2 weeks, and JJ's school is near the camp. So, she will visit her old school during the camp. When JJ returns to her class, she sees the boys arguing and saying how long Kiefer and Yuri are going to hide the truth. The boys can be seen standing in 2 groups with JJ in between. When she questions, nobody answers. However, it's evident that Section E has been split into Team Kiefer and Team Yuri once again. The episode 6 opens with tension rising inside Section E. JJ discovers a pack of chocolate in her bag and begins teasing Cyan to get answers. To retrieve them, JJ demands a response to her question. Everyone refuses to speak, but Cyan eventually gives in for the chocolate. JJ's question centers on the earlier clash between Yuri and Kiefer in Ang Mutya NG Section E Book 2, The Dark Side Episode 5. Cyan says that it was a disagreement that forced their classmates to take sides. His response confirms the growing divide, and JJ immediately senses that Section E is slipping into conflict. At home, the pressure shifts when JJ encounters Ayla, who bluntly asks if she is involved with Kiefer. Ayla challenges her motives, questioning why she plans to marry Yuri if she does not care for him. Ayla accuses JJ of hurting Yuri and warns her that choosing Kiefer will lead to regret, claiming she has lived through the same mistake. Soon after, the entire school leaves for a retreat. During the trip, Ayla secretly messages Yuri, insisting that they talk alone. The next morning, JJ heads to her old school's guidance office to have her documents signed. Inside the building, JJ runs into her ex-boyfriend, Cyrus. He grabs her by the neck, leaving her breathless. A teacher arrives quickly and helps complete the paperwork, after which JJ steps outside to catch her breath. Outside, Cyrus corners her again with his group. They attempt to assault her, and Cyrus raises his fist to strike. Before he can land the blow, Yuri, Kiefer, and the entire Section E rush in. They fight off Cyrus and his gang. Cyrus demands to know what JJ means to them. This is when Kiefer answers with confidence, claiming her as his. He lifts JJ in his arms. Kiefer vows that someone will now protect her at all times. He admits he is furious that Cyrus laid hands on her. The retreat takes another turn when they return to camp. Their tents are torn apart and their supplies are gone. It was Section A that wrecked the tents, Section D that stole the food, and Section C that stayed out of the whole situation. Section E retaliates by staging a prank using a dead snake and retrieving their belongings. The next morning, JJ crosses paths with Rapki near the girls' restroom. Rakki notices the bruises on JJ's neck and wonders if Kiefer caused them. He recalls Kiefer doing the same to Freya out of jealousy, leaving JJ unsettled. Tension escalates when Freya arrives and spots JJ. She brings up her unresolved past with Yuri and Kiefer, accusing both boys of leading her on without offering clarity. JJ confronts them for answers, but Kiefer dismisses the topic entirely. Anmutya NG Section E Book 2, The Dark Side Episode 6 closes with JJ seeing Freya alone and sitting beside her. Freya explains that after Percy's death, Yuri pursued her but later abandoned her. Kiefer approached her next, yet his jealousy grew because Freya still held feelings for Yuri. JJ listens, disappointed by the tangled history she has walked into. The Dark Side Episode 7 begins. We see Section E boys and JJ enjoying the camp to the fullest. Cian is busy making his vlogs while other boys try to get JJ into the water for swimming. While having fun, Cian brings up JJ's scar on her back. And turns out even she's unaware of how she got that. This suggests that there's another secret tied to the scar that will be revealed later. The students return for lunch, where Angelo calls JJ. He scolds her for sending Cyrus back to the hospital and questions her actions. Luckily, Kiefer arrives on time and explains that JJ was being attacked, so they beat up Cyrus to save her. Ares and Ayla were also present, witnessing the drama unfold. While going back to their tents, JJ asks Kiefer about his past with Freya. He admitted that he was a bit out of control, but it was a result when he saw a picture of Yuri and Freya kissing. Kiefer felt betrayed and jealous and ended up hurting Freya. However, he also promises JJ that he won't repeat his mistakes. He comforts her and requests that JJ trust him. Back at the camp, Section E students gathered to enjoy the night and even had drinks. However, little did anyone know that JJ loses control really quickly while drinking and unleashes a crazy side of her. She claimed to be Barracuda, a character she played in a previous school, and ended up being embarrassed. Felix also took a video of JJ trying to beat up the boys, which was quite fun for Yuri and Kiefer. The next morning, JJ is simply brushing her teeth when Freya comes out after bathing and teases JJ. But JJ noticed that she cried again, and when she questioned Freya, she brushed it off and went back to her tent. Later that evening, Section E students are gathered at a bonfire and decide to play Truth or Dare. As the game begins, David asks a question that makes Kiefer jealous. The boys also ask JJ about the scar at her back, to which she explains that she got it during her childhood. However, she cannot recall what really happened that caused bruises on her body and one permanent scar. When Yuri chooses Truth, Josh questions to him about his and JJ's engagement. The boys are shocked to learn that JJ is Yuri's fiancé, but Kiefer mentions that it's just a business agreement between two families. The situation turns violent when Kiefer reveals that David is working with Percy, followed by the boys indulging in a physical fight. Amid the chaos, Josh accuses JJ, saying she should have left Section E for good. After the fights are settled, everyone returns to their tents. JJ wakes up to find Kiefer asleep beside her. Turning toward him, she becomes aware of how close he is and quietly takes him in. She notices Kiefer looks super kind when he's asleep and tries to kiss him. Just when she backs off, Kiefer wakes up and tells her that he has been missing her. JJ also admitted that she felt the same, and now she wants to be with him. The two kiss and the moment becomes tender and calm. However, they're disturbed when they hear the boys shout, "Yuri is missing." As JJ and Kiefer get out, they notice Yuri with Ayla. The episode continues as JJ and Kiefer are surprised to see Yuri and Ayla talking. During the conversation, Ayla reveals that she always liked Yuri, not Kiefer. And since Yuri's mother threatened Ayla and her family, She had to leave Yuri without an explanation. She reveals that Kiefer also knew that Yuri's mother had reached out to him. Yuri feels uneasy as he never knew that his own mother took away the girl he liked. Unfortunately, Aries heard everything and was about to hurt Yuri, but Kiefer stopped him and punched him instead. Kiefer says that Yuri's mother asked him to keep Ayla away from him. This makes Yuri furious and he runs away. While Kiefer takes Aries to the hospital, JJ rushes to find Yuri. Later, Yuri tells JJ that he's behind the engagement and even JJ tells him that he isn't doing anything good for her. As it was raining and Yuri fell sick, they stayed there all night. The next morning, the boys are searching for the two and Kiefer finds JJ in Yuri's arms. He has been searching for JJ all night only to find her with Yuri. As Kiefer leaves, JJ is left behind feeling guilty and broken over the misunderstanding. The Dark Side episode 8 opens with Aries hospitalized after Kiefer hit him with a pole to stop his attack on Yuri. JJ stays at the hospital beside Aries as he groans in pain. When she looks up, Aries asks her to leave. She walks out disappointed, and Aries later reflects on their shared childhood memories. The flashback reveals that Aries and JJ were siblings with Joanna as their mother. Joanna showed more care toward JJ, often leaving Aries feeling neglected. Once, when JJ fell ill and was hospitalized, Joanna blamed Aries for failing to look after her. So, she decided to stop him from attending school after they ran out of money and hit him when he argued. As she continued hitting him, his grandmother stepped in and took Aries away. She then arranged for him to live with Gemma and Angelo. Though the adjustment was difficult at first, Aries slowly settled in. Over time, he grew distant from JJ yet continued to care about her. However, he kept noticing a familiar car where a man often watched him. One day, when the man appeared again, Gemma called to say JJ was missing. They searched all night without success. The next day, Aries found her barefoot, her clothes stained with blood, after she was abused by their mother's current husband. The episode continues with a doctor explaining that she is experiencing dissociative amnesia as she doesn't remember what happened to her. Years later, JJ leaves the house in anger after Angelo yells at her. Aries follows to check on her, but both are kidnapped by the same man. The man is later revealed to be Aries' father, who wants to demand money from Angelo. When he tells Aries to go with him, Aries refuses. JJ also forbids, but the man hits her, and she starts bleeding. Seeing the blood, she loses control. She attacks the man, then turns on Aries and stabs him twice with a knife. After Aries is hospitalized, Kiefer, Yuri, and Percy visit to celebrate his recovery. JJ also arrives, but leaves after seeing the others there. When Kiefer asks about her, Aries dismisses it and says she is no one. Later, after the visitors leave, JJ returns. Seeing her again makes Aries anxious, and he begins to feel pain in his chest. He refuses to meet or talk to her, so she leaves again. After recovering, Aries, Percy, Yuri, and Kiefer ride together in a car, chatting casually about life and their friendship. Percy asks the others to look after his siblings, especially Freya, if anything ever happens to him. Kiefer refuses, saying that agreeing would mean accepting that something bad could occur. As rain begins to pour, Aries struggles to drive, distracted by memories of JJ. When the others suggest pulling over, he insists he needs to return the car to Angelo. Moments later, the car crashes. Back at the hospital, Aries recalls Percy's voice, urging him to jump because Percy cannot move. Percy warns that if Aries does not open the door, they will both fall off the cliff. The scene ends with Aries standing in the rain, visibly traumatized. At home, Joanna arrives with her new partner, Andy, to see him. When he refuses to greet them properly, she questions Gemma, asking if this is how she raised her children. Joanna also questions why JJ still does not know the full truth. She adds that if she had known Aries would grow up this way, she would never have adopted him. The Dark Side episode 8 ends with Joanna revealing to JJ that Aries is her brother. The episode begins with JJ trying to connect with Kiefer. He hasn't talked to her since the retreat incident and JJ has been worried about his whereabouts. She even visited his house, where Kagan reveals that Kiefer is not home. He didn't tell her much, so JJ went back. Kagan informs Kiefer about JJ's visit, and he tells his little brother not to share anything that could make her worry, especially his being in London due to issues between the Watson family members. Later, Angelo takes JJ to the Hanamichi residence where they meet Mrs. Hanamichi, Yuri's mother, who seemed very excited for JJ's wedding dress trial until she comes clean about her thoughts. After Angelo leaves, Miss Hanamichi selects JJ's wedding gown. JJ feels excited and romantic, but the thought fades away right when she realizes that she's going to marry the guy she doesn't love. Her face says it all, and this is when Mrs. Hanamichi reveals that she doesn't like JJ. The only reason why she agreed to this wedding is that she loves her son and doesn't want to repeat her past mistakes. Mrs. Hanamichi was the one who kept Yuri away from Freya and Ayla, and this had a serious impact on him. Yuri dyed his hair, began drinking and was completely lost. But when he met JJ, Mrs. Hanamichi could see the old Yuri coming back. So, she requests that JJ love Yuri and not break his heart. As the episode continues, Angelo arranges a family dinner and even invites JJ's mother and her fiancé. Yuri also joins, and JJ's mother was thrilled to meet him. And just when they were about to start eating, Kiefer showed up at JJ's house. She gets surprised to see him and asks why Kiefer has been unreachable for days. He mentions having issues in the Watson family and it was important for him to accompany his father to control the situation. When Kiefer hears Yuri's voice and him calling JJ's mother, Mommy, he gets jealous and joins everyone for dinner. When Yuri says that Kiefer will be his best man, Kiefer corrects him and tells everyone that Yuri is going to be his best man. Everyone is confused to see them clash, so Kiefer finally reveals that he and JJ are more than friends and not less than lovers. The truth about their relationship is out, and just when Angelo was about to lash out, they hear about Aries' condition at the hospital. JJ's grandmother advises her to choose as she cannot give hope to both Kiefer and Yuri. JJ knows what's right and she should do the same before it's too late. Later in the episode, Aries recovers and returns home. Jaina is also present and she introduces Aries to Andy, her fiancé. Aries refuses to greet him, forcing Jean to question how she raised the kids. When JJ hears Jaina saying, "My kids," she learns the truth. Jean reveals that JJ and Aries are siblings, and this was kept from her for years. JJ feels completely lost and confused as Aries mentions that nothing would change between them despite the truth. JJ returns to school and notices that the boys haven't made up yet. David takes JJ to the rooftop and calls Percy. While on the call, Percy asks JJ to give him 2 days and he would make everything clear to her. JJ's confusion only intensifies, and seeing her cry, David kisses her. Kiefer saw him and couldn't control his anger. He punched David and even asked JJ to stay away if she wanted to stay unharmed. The next day, JJ was on her way to school when 2 bikers tried to harm her. JJ ended up injured, but still went to school, only to find Kiefer hurting Kit. He accuses him of kissing JJ, as Mayo told him. Kiefer then questioned every boy in Section E about their feelings for JJ. The moment was disrespectful for her, as JJ never expected Kiefer to behave this way. The entire class was a mess and nothing has changed between the classmates. After all that disrespect and humiliation, JJ still chose to return to school the next day. She overhears the boys arguing over a plan and feels bad for JJ. She finally asks them to speak the truth, and this is when Kiefer confirms if she's ready to hear it. Kiefer says, "I used you and the whole section E knows." Not just this, Kiefer also mentions that he just wanted to get back at Aries, so he made JJ fall in love with him. Though he came up with the plan, every section E student supported Kiefer. When JJ asks if everything Kiefer did and showed her was fake, he breaks her heart by confirming it. JJ is left speechless, tearing up, with flashbacks in her head about her and Kiefer's relationship. And with this Sang Mutya NG Section E Book to the Dark Side Part 1 ended.